All right, guys, I messed up. Take a look. Remember how I was supposed to wrap the car? Well, that didn't turn out quite right. One, I bought some cheap wrap, which I don't think it worked out well. Two, my wrapping skills have not progressed. I mean, I wrapped 2 cars in the past and it wasn't good. And so we switched it all up. I am now in the process of sanding this whole car. I've done very little body work and not the greatest body work. So we are going to sand this car, prep this car, drop it off for paint because sanding and prepping is the most expensive part about paint. And we're on a budget. We don't want to spend more than $1,000 getting this car painted. So what's the plan? Let's sand all these dings and dents out because I'm already doing it, might as well. And then we'll take it, drop it off, and get paint at the cheapest paint shop you all know about and see how that quality is. So let's get started. All right, well, we spent about a day getting this prepped and I just messed up on a couple parts. It's very windy today, so I don't even know how much I'm gonna work. But this Bondo didn't harden. It's very soft. You see that? So I had to get this all off somehow. Figure that out later. This side is okay. We got some dings out. You can't see it. They're primered. We're gonna sand it smooth. We gotta sand that smooth, add more Bondo. Bare metal showing, so we gotta primer that eventually. And then we just marked around, found all the dings right here. All these little areas that we're gonna try to fix. I'm not a body expert guy, so I might skip a lot of these. Get these doors painted smooth and clean, and then drop it off for paint. And this window fell off track, so we got to fix that too. A lot of things has happened. It's gotten worse. So what am I going to do today? Well, we're going to sand that side down, probably fix one dent today. I'll get this dent right here and then sand this door smooth. We're gonna avoid this last because this is a headache that I don't want to deal with right now. So let's get on to this dent right here. All right, so I've gone down a pretty deep rabbit hole of the sanding and prepping the car. You can see I fixed a bunch of little dings here. There was a ding here, ding here, ding here. Now I'm removing the trim, and I got to primer this some more, so I covered the metal. You can see how much body work I'm getting into the car, and I'm probably not doing it 100% right because I've never done this really. But a little tech tip for you guys: if you have a valve stem, extra one, and you have a bunch of double-sided tape, you can remove this pretty easily. Like so. Let's show you guys real quick. Super quick, easy. Like that took me less than a minute to get most of this off. This is kind of a overwhelming task. So I'm probably gonna do it in segments. This is probably gonna take a lot longer than I expected. So we're gonna do the best I can without going too crazy. Just fix a couple dings and dents here, prep the car real well because I'm gonna take it to Mako. I decided just to do cheapest paint job to see what it turns out because it's a drift car, and you know, most of it's in the prep work, so if I prep it ahead of time it should be pretty decent. So yeah, let's keep sanding, keep painting, and see how it turns out at the end. But this video will mostly be the prep work. I got the lip coming on Tuesday for Monday for this car that we got to prep, and I got some eyelets for the car from the homie Jack, so we'll show you guys that too. We'll do a little install video on that, but yeah, let's keep working. We're still gonna do a decent job and take off everything that can be taken off, so that way there's no like hidden spots or overspray. Take this trim out. I think it's disgusting inside. The thing was repainted before, so we gotta fix that. So we'll prep these separately. All right, so I think I'm gonna fix one more dent right here. You can see in that bumper it's kind of gashed in, so we're gonna sand it down with 80, and then I'm gonna sand down this whole bumper with like
400, then 600. And then this car is pretty much almost sanded down. I'll probably focus my priority on this front bumper and this hood. We'll get to it last. A lot of dings or paint chips. We'll get to that last because I'll have to wash the car and then have to like fill this in with some Bondo or something. I think that's gonna be the easiest way. So yeah, it's a lot of prep work that I don't like doing, but we're almost there.
This is the full lip kit right here. This fit in my mailbox.
So I'm gonna unwrap it and leave it outside. All right, we're about to primer all the side skirts right here. And we got the front lip, that's right there, soaking in the sun. Let it dry, starting with this wing first because I ran out of paint and I have enough for one part. So we're gonna do this, then we're gonna do the side skirts and then front lip. And I think I'm gonna primer the front bumper because that one's all messed up. So primer it will look a lot better. So we're almost there. We should finish this by tomorrow, drop off the paint by the end of the day, Friday, and hopefully pick it up with a new color.
All right, what's up guys? We are in the process of making an angle kit. I'm dropping this off right now, but I want to explain my thought process before we drop it off so you guys know what I'm about to get into. So I have an IS350 ball joint right here. Completely different from the IS300 because the tie rod is actually on the ball joint itself. You can see right there. So you can't run one of these. You can't run like different lengths, different variations. Just like the IS300 where you can switch to a GS, any other outers that will fit. And so I'm having them cut this off right here. This part is from an IS300 and we're gonna cut this and then merge these two together. So that way it removes this ball joint pickup and that way I can run these and these will be replaceable, serviceable. And if anything happens, easier to get one of these. And yeah, it's just, gonna see how it works. I don't know if anybody has done this yet for the 2IS chassis, so let's see. Dropping it off at, I'm actually at the police academy. You see all the cars right here. One of the fabricators, Jesse is gonna do it for me and he's working the event. So I'm gonna go find him, drop it off, and then we'll come back in a week and see how it looks, hopefully install it. Maybe test this car. I never drifted this car before, so I guess we'll see how that works. But yeah, let's drop it off and then come back with it next week and see what it looks like. All right, we got this primered and fitted with the bumper. This KBD lip fits pretty nice. And also what none of the eBay ones have is these tabs right here to help it stiffen up right here and it can mount right here. So pretty happy with this KBD lip. So we're gonna mount it all properly, but once it's painted, bumper sanded, all this is sanded down smooth. Car is pretty much sanded. I just had to fix a rust spot right here. You can see it's so much pitting right there. So I just grind the rust out and then primer it, and then we're gonna just let it sit there, and it's gonna be covered mostly by the rearview mirror. So pretty much that is it. So I'm gonna end the video right here. We're gonna drop it off for paint in about a few days and we'll pick it up in a few weeks. So hopefully next time you see this car, it'll be the big reveal of the color and it looks completely different. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you guys in the next one. Peace.